What's up everyone, you're watching an execution gameplay on the map Harbor, and it's going to be an Inside My Mind episode, and if you're familiar with my channel, you know what this is all about, so let's jump right into it. I grabbed the Bull Talk, obviously a hallmark of my gameplay, and bring it right over to the Dropshot area on Harbor. I find the Bull Talk to be an alternative that is much safer than just pushing for the Dropshot right away, yet you can still put on a lot of aggression, which is what I did there, actually securing a kill. I have the drop shot now. I don't put it to very good use. As you're going to see here, I miss just because A, my aim is absolute crap, and B, the player is a little bit too close to me. I find that the drop shot is much more effective when the players don't see you, but even when they do see you, it's still very effective as long as there's a sort of minimum distance that you make sure to keep, and this player was much closer to me than I would say is best to use the drop shot. Conversely, if you're against a drop shot and you're able to cut down the distance and rush them, the gun is so difficult to use up close. So I find that to be a good counter, but obviously very high risk as the drop shot can instantly drop you as the name suggests. I'm about to pick up another easy kill here. When you're picking up a weapon, you're caught in an animation, and that's what happened with that player. Obviously, there was 1 or 2 seconds. All I had to do was patiently line up a headshot with my Bull Talk. Had that player taken cover, they would have probably had a better chance of surviving. It would have been harder for me to hit my shots. And here I get another Bull Talk kill. So that's really just testament to how effective this gun is, and in my opinion, why it's so worthwhile to get good with this weapon. I now rotate over to the drop shot area to either secure the drop shot or force this player to come at me, and then I will hopefully get a shot on him and be able to challenge, which I do. There's a window there to take him if I wanted to. I chose not to, and my teammate wins his one-on-one, so I know it's a 2v1. The correct situation to do would be to just back off, but here I played a little stupid and I actually go for the kill. I get it and I do a little cheeky spin, but really, when you are outnumbering your opponents, it's best not to take one-on-ones just because it's much safer to gang up on people. So not the smartest clutch crisp play that you have seen, but ended up getting the kill anyway. So we're back to the drop shot area. You're going to see when I pick it up here that I take cover on the wall, taking my own advice and making it harder for me to get hit. And sure enough, that player was not able to get a clean Lancer spray on me. And I like to believe it was because I took cover and I was able to get the kill. Now I'm rotating the drop shot to the top of the map. I think that's a really good habit to create, which is to take a power weapon and bring it somewhere where you didn't get it from. I find that players are often predictable in the sense that they like to grab power weapons and kind of hang around the area they picked it up for a while, at least on certain maps, and I don't find that to be very effective because you want the element of surprise, especially with these instant kill weapons. That's how they are, in my opinion, best used. And I did have the element of surprise there. I just missed and took a really high-risk shot. And as you can see, that player butt-rushed me, almost as if he was watching this before I released it, knowing that the weapon is not as effective if you're able to rush your opponent. Here I'm going to go for the sniper, and I want you to pay careful attention to how I whip my smoke and instantly pick up the sniper before it detonates, just a second before it detonates. And that's so I find the strategy really good for securing the sniper. I have like a 90% success rate with it. It's been super safe. Maybe I get killed once or twice, but the smoke grenade essentially stuns your enemy for 1 or 2 seconds, which gives you a window to pick up the sniper, and even if they're directly in front of you, you can normally roll away and escape. So I find that to be very effective, and perhaps you want to implement that in your own gameplay or give it a try, but it does require that you're fast to get to the power weapon, hitting up all your up A's and being quick. I'm in a clutch situation now. At least I have the sniper, which is a good hit and run weapon, but I'm not hitting my shots today in this match, and you're actually going to see some really funny gameplay for about the next 30 seconds. I should have been dead several times. The drop shot missed. I was full red. I have 3 people chasing me. I go right into them, and honestly I was laughing at this point, wondering why I'm not dead yet. These players were missing everything, and this has just got to be one of the sloppiest rounds I think I've ever played or ever seen, and just shocked that I was able to get out, and now I run away, trying to catch my breath here, and I see all 3 thinking, okay, how can I isolate these guys or pick them off, because that's really what you got to do when you're outnumbered, is figure out how to isolate your opponent so you can get those insta kills. But I'm just having a really tough time doing it against these guys, and I put myself in an even crappier position in the spawn, knowing that I at least have a sniper, and I do hit my shot, a bit lucky, and that brings it down to a manageable 1v2. Some creative movement allows me to exit this unfavorable situation and kind of reset. But I'm going to save your eyes about 2 minutes of a rodeo and just fast forward to the end. And sad to say that I was not able to hit the clutch just because I didn't hit my shots in that 1v1. So we are back to the drop shot area. This round, I do not put the Bolt Hawk to good use, which warrants kind of a conversation about precision weapons such as the Bolt Hawk, Marksa, or Sniper. These weapons I find to be very high risk, high reward in the sense that if you land your shots, you put on a ton of damage, but if you miss, you're virtually useless. So that player was able to get to the drop shot, arguably because I didn't do anything with the Bolt Hawk, and now you're going to see that I do a crap job of supporting my teammate who's about to run ahead here. They shouldn't have run ahead like that, but if I had a Lancer out here, I would have at least put on some support fire. Instead, I get off only one Bolt Hawk shot when it didn't even matter. And this is the problem I find myself having with the Bolt Hawk and other people having with snipers. This sort of tunnel vision where all you're doing is focusing on landing your precision weapon shots, and if you're not landing them, then really you're just leaving your teammates out to hang and dry. And I just find the Lancer to be a lot more consistent and safe, so I would have liked to see if I used the Lancer there instead of the Bolt Hawk. Here's another kind of tip to point out. I am not able to hit this guy. I'm hitting the cover, and that's because I wasn't taking cover, which gives you a slight cover boost when you're aiming your gun, and I didn't know that at the time, but that's something to pay attention to. Is if you want to cross on that little spot, take cover so that your gun gets just that little bit of boost and you're able to hit your shots. So it is 3-3, the game is getting pretty close, and I'm just running the same strategy over and over because I mean it's been pretty successful for the most part, but here you're going to see my teammates get picked off up top, and I know that makes it even more pressing for my teammate and I to win down low, either to win the area or get a power weapon to give us at least a shot of winning this round. Normally when you see your team get picked off at the other area, you can't be a sitting duck. You need to make a choice, and that's either you back off and try to fortify, or you get the power weapon by being aggressive and pushing, and I did the latter. I can't believe that player survived that drop shot there. I clearly missed my shotgun shot, but I have no idea how he missed, or I missed that drop shot. But regardless, I am in another clutch situation. If you have a good memory, you probably noticed that I've showcased this clutch before, so I'm not actually going to provide a commentary on what was going on inside it. Instead, I thought I'd provide just a couple comments about clutch situations in general, and that's that it's always a tricky thing deciding if you want to put yourself in a choke point like I did, so there's really only one or two ways they can come at you and you're safe but trapped, or if you want to give yourself some room to play with by, you know, going to an area of the map that has maybe 3 exit points. I find that if you're against a crappier team, it's pretty good and reasonable to, you know, get creative and give yourself some space to move around and try to pick them off. But with better players, I find often that I like to find choke points like the spot you saw me in, or blood drive spawn, just because good players will cross you out and work together, and it can just be so challenging to play against them. But when you trap yourself in a situation, the other team has all the time in the world to kind of hoard weapons and take you down, so it's a risky thing. We are down to the last round now. I have the sniper, and I kind of see that there's a player here that we can pick off, and sure enough, we do move up on him. I do hit a body shot here with a sniper. Obviously not impressive. I'm not ripping off any heads, but it gets the job done, and if you are like me, you play to win, not to be flashy, so I'm cool with that. I want you to notice how I kind of rotate wide around the spawn, and that's just because I'm doing my due diligence and making sure that I don't get picked off. You never want to be turning over power weapons in any game, and especially execution. It can literally swing a whole round. I don't have much more to say for this match because my teammates actually clean up and do a great job this final round, which was nice since I did a bit of heavy lifting earlier on. But I hope you enjoyed this episode of Inside My Mind. I'll be sure to put them out more and other videos. And as always, thank you very much for watching.